Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. We're really glad that you found us, and we hope that you enjoy our channel enough to hang around a little bit. To my returning folks, happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. So, y'all know that yesterday I had all these great crafty plans, and then I kind of got sidetracked because the husband got the flu, and then the building kind of banded together, and we made onion tea. That seemed to work. He's feeling better today. Unfortunately, I think I have caught whatever my husband has. So I am struggling today. So we have the opposite. He was not feeling at all well yesterday, and I was fine and busy. And today I'm not feeling great. So I'm going as easily as I can on myself today, just because y'all know with autoimmune and immunosuppressants, having a cold or a flu is never a good thing. So let's hope it just stays a cold or a flu. But what did I end up making yesterday? I told y'all I had all these great crafty plans, and then my day got hijacked. So I did a bunch of things last night. After resting, while the husband slept off his flu, I did a few things. I made a baggie full of rosettes, because I have some more crepe rosettes that I needed in different colors. You can see there's mint green, there's purple, there's a deeper blue. So I needed certain colors made. And then I also made a tray full of new flowers. And Miss Susan Tizzy Tucker, I've only tested a few of them out in terms of running them through embossing. But you're right, the embossing folders do work, guys. Miss Susan Tizzy Tucker has suggested, because we got the heartfelt creation molds, that we try using our embossing folders to see if they also will lift them up a bit and make the flowers more lifelike. So I did some of these last night with Susan and some without. And the ones without clearly are not as dimensional and interesting as the ones that we're done with. So folks, I think what Susan's trying to allude to is, so you can see I made a whole tray of flowers. What Susan was alluding to is that you may be able to use your embossing folders to do very much the same thing as what the Heartfelt Creation flower mold does. Now, I would say my embossing folders, the ones I own, are not that dimensional. I didn't buy ones that are that dimensional. If you have embossing folders that are super like beautifully dimensional all over, like full pattern, it'll work. Oops, sorry about that. But if you bought ones like I did that only have like little birthday dogs on them or things like that, it's not as successful. But Susan may be onto something, folks. The Heartfelt Creation mold, I paid $21 for mine. I saw that it's now $35. So if you have regular embossing folders that will do almost the same thing already in your stash, why not use those to get that kind of texture and lift from the flowers? So I thought that was a great suggestion by you, Susan, and actually a cost-saving measure. I'll put that down below, that video down below, or I'll put it as an end screen. That way you'll have access to what Susan was talking about, and you'll see what I mean. But I thought it was a great idea, so I tested it. And even my not-so-perfect embossing folders for this worked better than not. So you're onto something, Susan. You're onto something. I also wanted to share with you these cute little, I think that the person who originated them called them like envelope pockets. And basically what they are is they're a 6x6 piece of paper folded down into this cute little envelope, open envelope. And I'm actually using these. I'm going to show them to you later on today, some of these decorated up. But I'm using these to send like little love letters, and I'm not doing Valentine's Day crafting. This is for something else, but you'll see. I've started decorating them. I can show you one that I just was working on for Pat, but I've just coated it in this holographic glitter, and it needs to dry. I could have used my drying tool, but I wanted to come on and make the video before I head off today to work. So I could have used the drying tool, but I was like, no, wait, you can show it to them later today. Anyway, these are these cute little pockets, and these are great for sending mini Happy Mails because, guys, they hold a lot. That's why I did them. They hold a lot. They're cute, and you can stuff a bunch in here, tuck this into a regular card size envelope, and send it off. So I was working on that too. I made a bunch, and I used a bunch of my paper. I have a bunch now of paper pads that are finished, that there's no more paper left, or what Heather calls the empties. Because for instance, this is a piece of one of the scraps of Minte. I used it to make this. Yep. So I'm also going to use up a bunch of my, so I hauled these cute little cat stickers because I thought this would be great for Pat. This looks like her cat, Martin. Actually, it kind of looks more like Tiger, I think, than Martin. Anyway, it has these cute cats, and Cruz also loves cats. And I said no more stickers, right? But I bought these before I said that. before I did the less hauls, more makes. So like sharing more, I'm determined to use this stuff in my stash. So I'm going to do some of these for Pat and for Cruz using these stickers that are really cute. So I did that last night too. And then I watched this really interesting video on how to turn like a frozen meal box into a book binding. So you see, I've already prepped it. It needs to be painted and gessoed and dressed up and so forth. But folks, I literally took a frozen dinner box from Trader Joe's and made it into a really nice book binding. Really simple. Just cut it apart to use it as the backing. So I actually did get some stuff done yesterday, just not as much as I wanted to. I made a bunch of these from my scraps, so now I have a bunch of empties. I need to decorate them. I made a bunch of the crepe paper rosettes. I made a whole tray full of flowers. So I did manage to do some crafting, but I did not get through a quarter of what I had on my list. And now I'm not feeling well. So I'm going to be moving slowly over the next few days. I'm going to be back on today with a couple of other things before I leave for work. Things that I meant to take care of yesterday that I just couldn't, but I will take care of them today. And I thank you very much, all of you, for enjoying my day and laughing with me, and also enjoying the coquito and just the fact that I live in this amazing building where it really is more like living with your family than it is like living with strangers. And that's a really big blessing. Folks, Miss Jellybean is going through some rough medical adjustments. That's all I'm going to say. Can you please make sure that you keep her in your thoughts? And that, you know, if you have a moment to send her some well wishes, I'd really appreciate it. Those of us who live with chronic stuff, you understand what it's like when you go through a really bad turn in treatment. And I think she's having, it's a hard time. It's a hard time. And Jellybean is supportive of everybody on here. And she's never going to come on here herself and be like, okay, folks, I'm having a rough time. So I'm going to say it instead. So if you have time to keep her in your thoughts and your prayers, to send her a quick little message today to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, I'd really appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to P, Miss Whimsical herself, and to Cruz. They have been sending so many rack packages and we wishes all over the place this month. And don't think your girl didn't notice. I may be busy with work, but I noticed. I noticed everything. And how thoughtful these we wishes were, and how thoughtfully put together all these packages were. I tell you guys often that Cruz does this. She often sends it to people who don't make videos, so you don't know about it. I get these photographs via text message or Instagram that let me know. People are like, you should see what Cruz just sent me. Holy cow. But this time, some of the people in the group that she sent to make videos, so you're starting to see what I mean by Cruz is not hauling for herself only. She is hauling because she's a great gifter and really thoughtful always. And Cruz does this a lot. It just often goes under the radar. So a big thank you to Cruz for blessing our community so much. And Miss P, you have been super busy. And I have really noticed. And you have been spreading your love wide and far. And again, folks, to people that don't do videos, but who did send messages. So we know what you're up to, Miss P. And you've done a lot of beautiful gift giving this month. And you have so blessed people with things that not only that they really needed, but also some things that they really wanted. You're a very thoughtful person. So when you have a moment today, folks, again, maybe just like say something to Cruz and P, because this kind of generosity, it goes above and beyond our standards. And it's kind. And they do it just because they want to. And we always want to remember and honor and appreciate those folks so that they never feel taken for granted. So I know I was certainly wowed by everything that the two of you did this month. Thank you. A special thank you to P and to Cruz. All right, y'all. That is my day. I'm going to go off and try to get some more of this done while I'm sick. You can hear it. And drink lots of fluids. I hope whatever you're doing today, that it gives you lots of joy. I hope you're doing something crafty and creative. And if you're not, if you're working like I am this afternoon, then I hope that it goes super quick and that you're able to have some time to yourself today. All right, y'all. I'll put that video from Susan at the end screen or down below, depending upon which one I can load up faster, so that you can click through and see what I mean. If you've got those embossing folders, it might save you a ton of money and make your flowers much prettier. All right. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday.